Hello and welcome to Riddick's on Marvel with Sarah.
And Sean.
And this week we're here to talk about Spider-Man Homecoming.
2017's masterpiece.
I fucking love this film.
It's so good.
Yeah. Do you remember your first time seeing this one?
I do.
Yeah?
Well, we'll talk about it later, but I vividly remember the middle of it when the twist occurs.
Yes.
And the shock.
Yeah.
The shock that I felt in that cinema will never leave me. I remember gasping, audibly gasping, which doesn't happen.
Yeah. Even every time we watch it now, that twist still hits.
Yeah, I'm like,
I can't wait to get to that later.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
That's the only bit I specifically remember from the first time seeing it, but I did see this one 4 times in the cinema.
You
because
did.
I fucking loved it.
I think I saw it with you twice, probably.
Yes, there's definitely one time that I just took a day off work and just went to see it.
Why not?
Because I was like, you know what? This is probably the last time I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it during the day on my own. And I was fully alone in the cinema. Just me.
I remember this. You sent me a picture.
Yeah.
Because I was working and you texted me from the cinema just sending me a picture of the empty screen.
Yeah, and my feet up and my popcorn in hand.
Yeah.
It was the fucking best.
Fantastic.
This one was... I went into this one with a slight bit of trepidation because, you know, we'd had 5 Spider-Man movies in the past.
Yes.
We'd been bitten.
We had. Bitten. That's very apt.
So I was a little like, I really love Spider-Man. He's my favourite Marvel hero. But like, what if this one isn't great? So I was like, let's just see.
Yes.
But I ended up seeing it 4 times. So
Paid off.
Yeah.
Are you Superman, DC, Spider-Man, Marvel? Those are your 2 faves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, but for Spider-Man, I think it's because he was the first superhero comic I ever read. So I bought Spider-Man comics for the first time with my confirmation money when I was 11. And yeah, just obsessed with them ever since.
Bob.
So yeah, he's always been my fave.
They're both very earnest.
They are
They're very earnest. They're very wholesome heroes.
Oh. Well, there you go.
You're a sup.
I'm blushing.
Now, in the hottest room on earth, let's get that IMDb synopsis from you.
All right. Peter Parker tries to stop Adrian the Vulture Toombs from selling weapons made with advanced Chitauri technology while trying to balance his life as an ordinary high school student.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, that's
Adrian, the Vulture. Toombs.
Yeah. Don't love that. Adrian the Vulture Toombs. He sounds like a wrestler.
You'd need to be called something else, though, because Adrian isn't a very threatening name.
No.
No, it's too close to Adrian.
Yes.
So.
Toombs is pretty threatening.
Toombs is great. That's woefully threatening.
But it's not spelled like a tomb.
That's what I was just going to say. Yeah. It's spelled weird.
Yeah. So Adrian Toombs, played by Michael Keaton in this movie.
Stunner.
Who is the fucking best. And previously was Batman, so this is a difference for him.
Yeah. Actually, I remember you telling me that at the time and being like, it's Michael Keaton in a superhero movie. And you were very excited about it.
Yeah.
Because you love Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was a great Batman in 2 movies.
I don't know that I've seen them.
So you definitely fell asleep watching Batman 1989.
Sorry about that.
And you definitely hated Batman Returns because it had Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
It was when he bit somebody's nose off
that's
that I
fair.
went, I can't. I can't. And all the eating the raw fish, nah, couldn't deal with it.
It's really funny that you found it so disgusting when he bit someone's nose off. And for me, that's one of the funniest bits in the movie.
And I was there having an absolute, I was like, this is awful.
It's so funny.
I think it's like the sounds he makes or something. Ugh, even thinking of it now.
Because just before he does it, he says to the guy, well, it could be worse. My nose could be gushing blood. And the guy's like, what? And then he bites his nose.
It's horrific.
Really
like,
funny.
Imagine doing that to somebody. Ugh.
Yeah. DeVito was great in that. But...
I mean, he's very believable. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But anyway, back to Spider-Man.
Sorry. Okay, so will we look at some of the plot?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fabulous. So, at the start of the film, and correct me on the years here,
Yep.
but we start back in 2012.
Yep.
Right. Ooh, sorry, that was my jaw cracking. I don't know if the microphone picked that up, but it was very loud. So, we start back in 2012, right after the events of Avengers.
Yes.
So, New York is in crisis, everything's falling apart, Chitauri crap everywhere.
Yes.
So, we follow Adrian Toombs, played by Michael Keaton, who is some sort of contractor, builder sort of guy who has a salvage contract from the city to clean up after all the Avengers wrecking the gaff.
Yeah.
So,
it's like find all the like broken down Chitauri weapons
that's
and
it.
stuff.
Clear it out and get the city back to a base so it can be rebuilt.
Yeah.
But he has his city contract, which he says in just the most beautiful voice I've ever heard.
Yeah, very New York.
I love it so much.
I can't remember where Michael Keaton's from, but he puts on a very New York for that one line.
It's wonderful. I can't. Sorry, just thought of a future line that you're going to love.
Okay.
We'll get to it. But he has this city contract, but then the Department of Damage Control,
That's the one.
led by the lady who plays either Cagney or Lacey in the very old TV
show.
series, but I never know if she's Cagney or Lacey. I think she's Lacey.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
anyway.
that show was like two ladies who solve crimes.
Cops.
Yeah. Okay. I think it was called Cagney or Lacey. Yeah, I don't know which one she played.
So she shows up and says, stop what you're doing, down your tools. We're actually taking this over as Department of Damage Control. Go swing for it. Which is real harsh because he has the city contract and they don't pay him off or anything.
Yeah.
Like,
So shit. And he's like, I could lose my house over this.
yeah.
And they're like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have overextended yourself. That bastard, he deserved a box.
Yeah. Keaton punches him and it's well deserved.
And then for some reason everyone pulls guns, which is a major overreaction, but probably, the state of America, being
Yeah.
what it is,
Yeah.
explains a lot. But yeah, major overreaction. So then what happens is they're clearing it out, they've given everything back, but then they find, oh, actually, we've got one load left.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it. So this is his villain story because he has been betrayed by everybody.
It's really good because this is such an understandable villain origin.
100%.
He's like, if you take this from me, I could lose my house. And
Yeah.
they're like, well, we're taking it from you. And then he's like, okay, well then I've just realized that we've got this truckload of stuff. I'm just not giving it back.
Yeah.
Fair.
This circumstance is what's leading me to do this. So he essentially becomes an arms dealer.
Yeah.
And they start creating weapons using the Chitauri tech. And we cut to, now I know you have a problem with this, we cut to 8 years later.
Yes.
And we see that he's basically got a whole factory session going on.
Yep.
He has a big wingsuit, which is why he's called the Vulture,
Yep.
with his little furry jacket, which is very cute.
Yeah. And this cool mask with like glowing green eyes. It's a really cool costume.
I honestly can't ever focus on anything except the fur
Yeah.
around his jacket's neck because it's so distracting for me.
Yeah.
But 8 years later would put us in 2020.
Yes. But
this
this
film came
movie,
out.
yeah, actually takes place in 2017. So the movie, like from there, kind of is a couple of months after the events of Captain America Civil War,
Yeah.
which was 2016.
Yes.
So
Okay.
this puts us pretty much in 2017, the year that the movie came out. So I believe that Kevin Feige had a big problem with the 8 years later thing and told the director, John Watts, that's incorrect, but it was left as is. So that's basically considered a bit of a mistake, kind of.
Yeah.
You kind of, if you care about this stuff, you kind of need to just ignore it. I care about it, so I find myself having to ignore it. You probably don't care that much.
Didn't even notice.
There you go.
Couldn't have done the maths.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't watching it going, 8 years later, wait a minute, this came out in 2017. Didn't cross my mind.
Yeah.
Didn't cross my mind at the time either.
Now,
So,
there is a plot reason for it, which I'll tell you later, which relates to the twist, but we'll get to it.
Okay, gotcha. So, he's now a villain. We cut to 8 years later. We see that he's working his whole weapons dealership,
Yep.
I guess. And then we meet Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So, we now meet Tom Holland,
Yep.
who is just the ultimate Spider-Man,
He's so good.
as far as I can see.
It's funny you say that, actually, because this version of Spider-Man is based on a run of the Marvel Comics called Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, I'm so clever and I don't
Yeah.
even know it.
Well done.
Yay!
But yeah, he's the absolute best.
Fantastic.
And like, I like Andrew Garfield as an actor, and I liked a lot of his performance as Peter Parker, but it's nothing on this.
And as well, it's the face.
Yeah.
Like, Tom Holland is a baby.
Yeah.
He was 19
Yeah.
when he was cast doing this, and Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were, I don't know, like 40.
Mid-20s.
Yeah. But they don't have baby faces.
No.
It just isn't Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because in the comics, is he in high school?
Yeah, when the Spider-Man comics started in the 60s, he was a 15-year-old high school kid.
Yeah.
As time has gone on, he's kind of like a lot of characters in the comics, they kind of stay around about their same age.
Yeah.
They never really age all
Yeah.
that much.
Batman doesn't have his 50th. Like,
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. But Spider-Man is one who actually, through the years in the comics, they did bring up through the end of high school, college,
Of
and
course.
into adult life.
Because he becomes a photographer.
Yeah.
I'm like remembering the older stuff.
Yeah, he's
like
like-
cartoons. He's a, yeah.
Yeah, in the 90s cartoon, he is a grad student, I think, who also is a photographer for the Daily Bugle and stuff. So yeah, in the comics, he's now like mid-20s type of thing. Still a bit of a baby in terms of, like, in the grand scheme.
Yeah.
But yeah, he starts off as a high schooler.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So it's great that we have a young Spider-Man, and as well one who, as we discussed before, is so physical because he's a dancer.
Yeah.
So he's just able to do it all, and it looks great. All of the stunts, all of the little movements. Ugh.
Yeah. There's one bit a little later on when he's just like in New York doing his thing, and some guy on the street goes, "Hey, do a flip."
Yes.
And he does a backflip, and this kind of older lad goes, "Yeah, not bad."
Yeah, it's amazing.
Really
it's
funny.
such a lovely moment. I love it so much. He's just standing up there and he just shouted him.
Yeah.
Like, it's beautiful.
But then, like, Tom Holland can just do a flip.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just do that flip.
But yeah,
Great.
that's a very New York moment,
Yeah.
I feel. Yeah.
As well, I don't believe for a second that Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield could do a flip.
Do you know, actually, Andrew Garfield can.
Really? Okay, I believe him more.
Yeah. Tobey Maguire, I barely believe he can stand up straight.
I feel like Tobey Maguire would sink in water.
Yeah.
Do you know? He
It's hard for me to judge that because all I do in water is sink.
that's it, but I feel like he's also, like, I don't know, I feel like he's dense or
Yeah.
something. Like, he would just float very, very quickly to the bottom.
Yeah.
Anyway, neither here nor there. So, we're in high school.
We love Tom Holland.
We love Tom Holland, and now we get to meet Peter's peers.
Yeah.
So Ned is his bestie. They're going to build the Lego Death Star together. That's awesome.
They're nerds.
Ned is Jacob Batalon, and he's
Batalon?
something.
Whatever.
Jacob. He's great. It's all very wholesome, and they're besties, and it's gorgeous. Yeah. We also get to meet Liz,
Yes.
who is the girl
They're obsessed with.
They're
Peter
obsessed
particularly.
with. Yes.
Obsessed with. And she, I think, is a senior.
Yes.
So they've got that like, oh, she's older and hot.
It's like The Graduate.
Yeah.
Which I haven't seen, so I have no right to reference that. But anyway. But yes, he's like totally in love with her. And she is also the captain
Yep.
of the academic decathlon team, which he is on also.
Yeah.
So she's the crush. And then we later find out that she actually has a crush on Spider-Man, because for some reason these kids in gym class, everyone else is doing sit-ups, and there's like 6 of them sitting aside talking fuck, marry, kill
Which
about
is
the Avengers.
Outrageous.
Because they have to do F, marry, kill instead. But so we find out she has a crush on Spider-Man, and Peter's like, oh my God. And Ned throws it out that Peter knows Spider-Man. And that's their in to kind of get to talk to her a little bit more. They go to the party in the suburbs. It's all beautiful at Liz's house.
Yeah.
And like, that's him trying to get close, but he keeps fumbling it because he's a child.
Yeah.
And he doesn't
And
know
he's
how
a
to talk to her.
dork.
He's such a dork. It's lovely.
Yeah. And it's a great thing about Spider-Man as a character that Peter, like, nothing really goes all that well for Peter all the time. And
Little
this is one of
cutie
those
pie.
things. Yeah.
So they hatch this plan, himself and Ned, that like, okay, while you're here at the party, Spider-Man might just show up, swing in, say hello, impress everybody, and go, oh, hey, is my friend Peter Parker here? Oh, hey, Ned, what's up?
Yeah.
But while he's about to do that and kind of very anxious about it, he sees an explosion. So we get to see him racing through the suburbs trying to get to this explosion that's happening. And there we meet some of the Vulture's henchmen.
Yes. 2 guys, one of them nicknamed the Shocker, and the other, who is just
There.
played by Bokeem Woodbine.
Oh, yes, I love him.
Who is so good. And yes, they're trying to sell guns to this guy played by Donald Glover, who is Aaron Davis.
Yeah.
What do you know about Aaron Davis?
So from Spider-Verse,
Yes.
now I didn't realize that this is Aaron Davis for ages. I don't know, did they say his name?
I think
say
his
it
name
later.
appears on a screen later, yeah.
So I didn't pick that up at all. But from watching Into the Spider-Verse, I now know that he is Miles Morales' uncle.
Yes.
So Miles Morales is also Spider-Man?
Yes, so in that Ultimate Comics, or Ultimate Spider-Man comics line that I told you about, way later in the run of that, they decide to kill Peter Parker, but keep the comic going. So they kill Peter Parker, and then he is succeeded by this kid, Miles Morales, which is pretty much how the Into the Spider-Verse movie starts.
Yes.
So yeah, he is another Spider-Man.
Okay. For anyone who hasn't watched Into the Spider-Verse, do it.
Oh, it's so good.
Fantastic. And the cast is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. Like, I can go either way on animation, and there's particular types of animation that I'm like, oh, I actually like feel jarred watching this. I don't like the flow of it.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, like unbelievable.
I totally get when people are like, I'm not really into animation or whatever, but picture it like you're going to see a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
And you kind of don't really feel like they're animation. You kind of just feel like they're Pixar movies.
Yeah.
And so you're all in.
Yeah.
This is kind of like that. It's just go in, eyes open, and just see if you enjoy it. I guarantee you will. It's so good.
Soundtrack is fantastic.
Yes.
And it has one of our, like, probably top 5 actors of all time, Jake Johnson.
He is the best. He plays Peter B. Parker.
Yes.
And he is amazing.
The funniest.
Yeah.
Oh, adore him. I think you'd marry him if you met him.
I would certainly love to be his best friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, be excellent. Anyway, sorry, coming back. So Aaron Davis, played by Donald Glover, in this universe somewhere, or in a universe somewhere, is other Spider-Man's uncle.
Yes.
So, grand. Peter's phone rings.
Yes.
It causes a distraction and they're about to kill Aaron Davis. But Peter goes, no, shoot me, it's me. Which is really nice.
Yeah.
And that comes up later.
Yeah.
But they basically end up, your man, the Shocker, shoots Peter with his gun thing or tries to.
He punches him with his Shocker glove.
you. Yeah.
And then they make off in the van.
Yeah. And then Peter chases them. Whole Ferris Bueller type thing through the suburbs where he's running through gardens because Spider-Man doesn't work in the burbs.
At all. There's nothing to swing on.
There's nothing.
Yeah, so he just looks like an absolute dork, like jumping over fences, and it's deadly. It's like a really great scene.
Really low trees that he's trying to work through.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fab.
Yeah, he tries to swing off a tree, but accidentally pulls the treehouse down, which is deadly.
So then he is intercepted by the Vulture.
Yeah.
Who just immediately tries to kill him.
Yeah, it's crazy. He tries to drop him from a huge height.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man's parachute activates, and he ends up getting caught up in it and trapped in a lake where he nearly drowns.
Yeah, and then we meet Iron Man.
Whoop.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he shows up, so a suit, a drone suit.
Yeah, it's like a remote-controlled Iron Man suit shows up to save Spider-Man.
Yeah, and then we know that he's being kept an eye on.
Yes.
Somehow. There was obviously some notification on Tony's phone while he's in fucking India at a wedding.
Yeah.
And
it's a fun little detail.
that's it. And he immediately sends in one of his cadre.
Yeah, of drones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To save him.
Yeah,
and
so
then
we'll find out in
warmer.
Yeah. So we'll find out in a couple of scenes that he's basically got a tracker on Spider-Man's suit.
Yes.
Which is clever.
Yeah. So all this ends up that he finds a little Chitauri core.
Yeah, that he calls a glowy thing.
That he calls a glowy thing, which I will call it's a glowy thing for the rest of the film. He ends up bringing it to Ned and they start doing experiments on it and trying to figure out what it actually is.
Yep.
And then they realize, what happens then?
So
I'm getting
basically,
confused.
The Shocker and Bokeem Woodbine, they go back with the Vulture. The Shocker is real arrogant and stuff, and Vulture accidentally kills him. He tries to teach him a lesson by shooting him with a anti-gravity gun or something, but in fact it just obliterates him.
He picks up the wrong gun.
Yeah, which is really fun.
Come on.
So he gives the Shocker glove to the other guy, Herman Schultz, Bokeem Woodbine, and is like, "You're the Shocker now." So now this Shocker is trying to trace the energy signature of the glowy thing, makes it to the high school where Peter puts a tracker on him, and then finds out through the tracker that their base is in Maryland.
Yes. So it just so happens that the Academic Decathlon is in DC.
Which is not too far from Maryland.
Not too far indeed.
If you know your US geography.
He rejoins the Academic Decathlon team.
Yeah.
And ends up going to DC, but then sneaks out. Now, I do want to talk about the Academic Decathlon team because these are some of the funniest people.
Yes.
I adore the whole team. That's what's in my notes. The whole High School Musical. The whole Academic Decathlon team are hilarious. Abraham is my top tier fave. He has 8 lines total in this film.
Every one of them hilarious.
Just unbelievably perfect. He is the funniest kid ever. Just using the bell for ding, Flash is wrong.
Yeah.
He's so funny. Yeah. And he even goes, he dings it and goes, why? Yeah. It's so good. He's just so wholesome.
Yeah. Flash is on the team, but he doesn't contribute basically.
Yes.
You kind of get the idea that he's smart, but not as smart as any of the other kids.
That's it. He's smart enough to be in this nerd school because it's an advanced school of some sort.
Yeah.
But he's obviously a mid-range student in this nerd school, whereas Peter is shown to kind of be half paying attention and then is called upon kind of straight away. Flash gives the wrong answer. And then when Peter's called upon, he can immediately give the right thing without even having been listening.
Yeah, he's easily the smartest one.
He's got the brain.
Yeah. Also on the team is Ned,
Yes.
but also Michelle, who is played by Zendaya.
Ooh, Zendaya Coleman.
Yeah, this is a weird thing for me because later on in the movie we'll find out that Michelle is Michelle Jones or MJ. And MJ is an obvious reference to Mary Jane,
Yes.
who is Spider-Man's love interest. So why isn't she just Mary Jane?
Stupid name.
I think it might have been a weird flex from Sony where they're like, oh, what if we want to make our own Spider-Man movies and we want to use Mary Jane? You can just call her MJ or something weird like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like Zendaya could carry off Mary Jane.
Yeah.
She's just too cool.
She is
Just
way too cool.
Like,
And the character is way too cool.
that's it. You
Yeah.
know, it just doesn't match the name, which is so old fashioned.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Their teacher and coach
Yes.
is Mr. Harrington, played by Martin Starr.
I love him.
So funny.
Absolutely gas. Like, again, the 15, 20 lines he has in this film, each one of them stunningly delivered.
Yeah.
And am I right? I'm going on a tangent here.
Do it.
But am I right that one of the co-writers of the film is John Francis Daly?
Yes.
Who is his co-star from Freaks and Geeks when they were
Yes,
kids.
That is true. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, absolutely deadly. Also, Martin Starr made another appearance prior to this in the MCU. He was a college student in Culver University in The Incredible Hulk.
What?
So they're like, yeah, that's where he got his degree.
That's so cute.
Yeah, isn't that
I
great?
love that.
Love that.
Because obviously they don't reuse people super often, except for Jimon Hounsou, who just shows up everywhere.
Yeah.
Who's in like 6 Marvel films
Yeah.
with like 4 different characters
He's so
at this
good.
point. But I love that.
Yeah.
I like that there's a little connection there,
Little
and also
continuity.
that they managed to use him again because he's so funny.
Yeah, this is like a really great way of... So like, this is, you know, a fun superhero movie that has a bit of comedy in it, but they just place all the comedy in all these fun kids.
Yeah.
And it's deadly.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It uses the cast so well.
Yeah.
Especially like Angori Rice. Is she also on the decathlon team?
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think she's on the bus. Is she?
She's-
Is she in the lift?
I think she's in the lift.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she's amazing. And I don't know the other character's name.
Which one?
The guy. When we first go into the school, we see this TV show on the screens.
Yes.
And it's Angori Rice and the other guy, her co-anchor or whatever, having this
Jason
really...
Iannello is the character.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. But having this really awkward interaction. It's beautiful.
Yeah, they're like hosting this like school TV show and he's like really awkward but trying not to be.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're talking about the homecoming dance and he just goes like, do you have a date to the dance? And she's like, I already have a date, Jason, I'm sorry. And then he goes, okay.
And it just zooms in on him.
Oh, it's so awkward. It's so awkward.
It captures teen horror very well.
Yes.
Of just, this
Yeah.
is dreadful.
She's great though. Like she shows up in I think was she in Mayor of Easttown?
Ooh,
Or
I
one of
don't
those
know.
shows?
I know she was in the Mean Girls sequel.
Oh,
The
okay.
musical. Sorry.
Weird.
Yeah. She played Katie Heron. Wasn't believable for me.
I have no interest in seeing that, to be
Yeah.
honest. Why mess with perfection?
Yeah.
But she's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, the academic decathlon team are absolutely
The
great.
funniest people on earth.
Yeah.
So we're there. Peter has skedaddled off to chase down the vulture with his tracker because in the meantime, Ned found that there was a training wheels protocol in the suit and also a full-on tracker. So they removed the tracker, stick it on a lamp and disable the training wheels protocol. So now Peter has
An AI.
an AI.
Yeah.
I've forgotten Jarvis. A Jarvis equivalent. A
He's got
Jarvis,
a Jarvis
or Friday.
equivalent. Yeah. She is played by Jennifer Connelly,
Yes.
who is married to Paul Bettany.
I love that so much.
That's real cute.
The AIs are married.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Jennifer Connelly also played Betty Ross in the Hulk movie that Eric Bana was in.
Okay.
So yeah, she's not new to superhero movies
Okay,
anyway.
so getting a second chance at it.
Yeah.
But she's fab.
Yeah, she
I
is
love
great.
her. I love the way she does it.
Yeah, that whole stuff of like him talking to her and she kind of becomes a bit of a confidant.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's great.
Yeah, suit lady.
Yeah, he calls her the suit lady and then names her Karen.
Yes.
Which is, I guess, before the whole internet thing
Was.
of Karen being a name for a bitch.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So he ends up getting stuck in some sort of big massive vault that he can't escape from.
Yeah, the Department of Damage Control's like weapons vault or whatever where they're storing all the stuff.
Fantastic. Because one of my favorite scenes is he is chasing after the vulture, who has somehow got this magic thing.
Yep.
Science.
Chitauri tech thing.
There you go. That he can basically create a portal in the top of a truck, drop in, steal some tech, and go away. So nobody's harmed while any of this is happening. Peter gets involved after he's found the guys and goes through into the truck, doesn't realise that he's dislodged one of the things that creates the portal, tries to jump immediately back out and completely knocks himself out.
Yeah, just cracks his own head on the roof.
It's so funny because it's so representative of like when you stand up too fast in the kitchen and the press is open over your head and you just absolutely crack your own skull open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's full teenage boy stuff. He's just like, act and then think.
Yeah, so dumb.
Yeah.
Love it. So he ends
wakes
up
up
trapped.
in that vault,
yeah, and then is trying to get out. So he uses science. He uses his like graphing calculator to get out eventually.
Yeah.
Because he learns that the glowy thing is a nuclear
bomb.
No,
yeah, it's a Chitauri
weapons core or something, but it's
like
radioactive.
If any radiation touches it, it will go nuclear, or it'll blow up.
Yes. So he tries to race back to the thing. In the meantime, they've won the academic decathlon, but he didn't show up, which everyone's very disappointed about. So they won. MJ got the right answer. She got the last right answer. She got the winning score.
Yep. Flash didn't answer a single question.
He did not. And then they end up going on a little trip while they're there to go see the Washington Monument.
Yes.
MJ stays outside because she doesn't want to celebrate anything built by slaves.
Fair.
The rest of them go up in the lift. And while they're going in, Ned's bag goes through a scanner, which irradiates the Chitauri core.
Yep.
With
X-rays.
Thank you. Ooh, science.
There you go. Do you know why they're called X-rays?
No.
So in algebra, an unknown quantity is an X. So 3X equals whatever. And when the scientist, the guy, I don't remember his name, discovered X-rays, he didn't know what kind of radiation it was. So he used algebra and said it's an X-ray. And that's why it's called X-rays.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so do they know what it is now?
I'm sure I'm sure they've since figured it out.
Yeah.
But the name stuck.
Oh, that's so cute.
There you go. That's a little diversion for you.
Aw, there you go. You taught me something. Nice. So it goes through this X-ray and gets activated. And while they're up in the lift, it blows.
Yeah.
Peter arrives right at the last second. And I really like this bit. This is one of the bits I had written down as my favourite one.
Yeah.
Because the tour guide, who is just so deadpan for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know who she is. I didn't look her up.
I look her up every time we watch this movie because I'm like, I always think that she's someone that she's not. But I always look her up and then immediately forget everything.
But she's unbelievable. I'm like,
so
she has
funny.
to be having an amazing comedy career somewhere because she's so good at it.
Yeah, so deadpan.
Yeah, but we have this juxtaposition of the tour guide is going, our safety systems are working. And Karen in the suit is going, the safety systems are completely failing. But it keeps smash cutting between the two.
Yeah, it's great.
And it's great. So he ends up shimmying up the side of the Washington Monument, eventually having to leap over a helicopter, which is a great shot to get through a window, and just grabs it at the last minute with his web slingers.
Yeah.
Gets to save the day. Most people have gotten out at that point, but he gets to rescue Ned, the teacher, and Liz.
And then Karen in his ear goes, now's your time, Peter.
Yes!
Kiss her.
It's so funny.
Outrageous.
And then he plummets. Everyone gets back safely. It's wonderful. We see everyone being greeted by their parents, and away home we go.
Yeah.
Next, what do we see? Are we just back in school?
Yeah, so he has learned from that. He has learned basically nothing from that except that suit lady, Karen, has recorded everything that he's seen while he's been in the suit. So he goes back to Aaron Davis to see if he can get a lead on the Vulture's henchmen.
On where those weapons guys are. Yes.
That's a real fun scene too.
That is a super fun scene because he has enhanced interrogation mode on.
Yeah.
And his voice goes all... Yeah.
There's also a really funny bit that we should mention, that when he is going to fight the Vulture's henchmen, Karen's like, all right, do you want like combat mode? And he's like, yeah, cool. And she's like, activating instant kill. And he has to go like, no. And throughout the movie, I think she does that once or twice.
Yeah, she keeps
activating
putting it
instant
on.
kill. And he's like, no, stop trying to kill people. But yeah, so he goes interrogation mode on Aaron Davis, who tells him that there's an arms deal happening on the Staten Island ferry soon. And he actually does mention at that point, he's like, I've got a nephew, like I don't want these guys running around my neighborhood, which is a nice little nod to Miles Morales.
That's it, yes. And I only really picked that up when I was watching it the other day, and I was like, oh, that's Miles Morales, oh my God.
There you go.
And then there's a lovely bit where Peter leaves him webbed to the boot of the car. And he's like, I have ice cream. He's like, no, you're a criminal. Shouldn't be a criminal. And just leaves him there for hours. It's so mean.
Amazing.
So now we go to the Staten Island Ferry.
Yes.
This is one of the big set pieces of the movie. And it's great. It is so stressful.
Yeah. Loads of fun.
So stressful. We should say, all the while throughout the film, at the very start, like we see him coming back from
Germany.
Frankfurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankfurt? Yeah, Frankfurt. But from Germany, he comes home and Tony is like, we'll be in touch. Just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Happy's your point guy. So all the way through the film, we see that Peter is keeping Happy informed of what's going on. Like, I gave a nice lady directions. She bought me a churro.
Yeah.
I stopped a bicycle thief. But he's not getting any responses back. And anytime he calls Happy with something he's concerned about, Happy completely blows him off.
Yeah.
And then similarly, when he was rescued by Iron Man, it wasn't actually him there. So all the while, he's kind of feeling ignored by these guys who he really looks up to and said they'd look out for him, but he's really getting nothing back.
Yeah,
so
and he feels real like on his own.
That's it. He's feeling really neglected and isolated in this situation. So he goes to Staten Island Ferry to try foil this arms deal by himself.
Yeah.
Because of course he does. He tried to tell Happy and Happy hung up on him.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? Like, and he'd already told him about the Vulture and everything like that, and he just got nothing back.
Yeah.
So I'm very sympathetic to Spider-Man here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
He's a 15-year-old kid and he's like, hey, I think there's an arms deal. And they're like, whatever.
Yeah.
You
No,
don't
shut
worry
up.
about it.
You know, it's real harsh. So he ends up on the Staten Island Ferry, is watching what's happening from the outside. He has a little drone doing reconnaissance, finds out where things are, and intercepts them right as the arms deal is going down. But then the FBI show up. One of the guys panics and sets off this gun, the shocker thing.
Yeah.
And it completely lasers through the whole of the Staten Island Ferry, splitting it in half.
Yeah.
So Peter panics, runs around trying to hold the whole thing together. He's 97% successful or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But
and he's actually met the Vulture at this point.
Yes.
He's like, they've come face to face.
Yeah.
But he's had to, like, the Vulture is now flown
that's it,
off.
without the costume.
Yeah.
Yes, we've seen him both in and out of the costume, and he doesn't know exactly who he is, but he can recognize him.
Yeah.
So this whole Staten Island Ferry, everything's terrible. There's cars going into the sea and death occurring, presumably. They never tell us how many people actually like die, because some guys definitely got yeeted off that boat by cars.
Yikes.
But it doesn't come up. So we have this whole piece. He's trying to get the whole thing to stay together. And then eventually Iron Man shows up and manages to keep the ship together, and we get finished.
Yeah.
Fine.
He, like, welds the ship back together with his
That's
suit
it.
lasers.
And he has his, I don't know,
drone things.
that have engines on them, shoving it back together.
Yeah.
So that happens. We then see them up on a rooftop somewhere, and Peter's like fighting with him, and you're not even really here. And then it turns out Tony is actually in the suit.
Yeah, and that's real intimidating.
It is. It's so scary.
He steps out of the suit and you're like, oh shit, Dad's home.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're just a kid. But Tony's like, who do you think called the FBI? Like, it's like,
Yeah, but just tell him.
you didn't tell him though.
Yeah, if you're going to call the FBI and get it sorted, just say to him, don't worry, I've called the FBI.
That's
You
it.
don't need to worry about it.
Just, or like, thank you, I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
Give him something. Because of course he is panicking that these weapons are going to be out in the street, that he knows about them and nobody else does, and it's his responsibility to fix it.
Yeah.
And of course he goes and tries to do something because you didn't read him in.
We're Team Spider-Man here.
We are Team Spider-Man here in a big way.
Yeah.
Because I can't even imagine, like, they're so mean to him.
Yeah.
And Happy's a dick in
and you
this
know
film.
what it is? They just think he's just a little kid.
Yeah.
You don't even need to explain things to him. Just
Not cool.
Yeah.
Do you know, that's how you get incels and school shooters
Yeah.
and all these problematic grown-ups because they're treated like shit as kids.
Yeah, just communicate with them.
Just communicate, because that's where your fucking brain is developing. That's where your moral center comes from.
Yeah.
Between the age of 10 and 16, that's where you're established as an adult.
Yeah.
Anything that happens in that time period, that's going to feed
Imprint.
into everything. Yeah, because that's why the music I listen to is still My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was listening to when I was 15 or 16.
Yeah.
And that's carried me through to my adult years.
Yeah, exactly. I
Like-
listened to punk music at the time, so now I still feel like I'm a rebel doing my spreadsheets.
Yes. Like, here I am in corporate Ireland doing my best, but I'm still against the machine.
Still punk as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that, it does feed in, and it feeds into your politics and everything like that. Like, that kind of music is why we are so left.
Yeah.
Like, it is. It's why we're so socialist and left and supportive and all that stuff. So
We're so
anyway,
fucking cool.
yeah. But yeah, so they really shit on Peter here.
Yeah, and then Tony takes away his suit,
Takes away his suit.
which is real shitty. And Peter's like, but I'm nothing without the suit. And Tony says, well, if you're nothing without the suit, then you really shouldn't have it. Which is a good point.
Yes.
It's not the best way of that happening. But it is a good point. Like, the suit shouldn't be
That's
who
it.
you are.
It shouldn't be all. It's like we're always saying, of the people who like work as their only thing. Like,
Yeah.
that shouldn't be it.
That's not a thing.
Because-
that shouldn't be how you live.
As we always say, if you get hit by a bus tomorrow, you'll be replaced in work.
Yeah.
If you quit tomorrow, you'll be replaced. It is a hand in a bucket of water.
Yeah.
Few drops, few ripples, and then it settles right back in. So that you should never have that one main focus in your life and have nothing else that gives you meaning.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've gotten very fucking philosophical here. Whatever. Either
Fuck
way,
capitalism.
eat the rich.
Yeah. So anyway,
He's then sent home in a Staten Island Ferry jumper
Yeah.
t-shirt. I love that so much. I only kind of picked on that the other night.
yeah.
Because Tony is a bajillionaire. And he's like, no, we'll get you. Because, sorry, I'm getting overexcited. Peter goes, I don't have any more clothes. I don't have any other clothes because
Yeah,
he's
if
in
you're
a
taking
Spider-Man
the suit, I
yeah.
have to go home naked. Like,
Yeah. And
basically.
Tony goes, we'll sort that. And then gets him a I survived Staten Island Ferry
Yeah.
t-shirt and like some shit. Like he's obviously spent 10 quid
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
some tat nearby instead of actually like dressing him where he could easily do it.
Yeah.
So that's real like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, it's real kind of
Yeah.
shitty. Yeah. But he goes home and he's basically, this is the kind of point of the movie where it's kind of like Spider-Man no more.
Yeah.
He's just like, he feels like the suit's gone, so he's no longer Spider-Man. So for a little while, he like gives it all up and he doesn't do the superhero thing
Yeah.
anymore.
He just goes back to school. We see him doing that.
There's something really cool I like about this whole like montage of him just kind of getting back to normal life and not being Spider-Man anymore.
Just before we get to that bit,
Yeah.
is the bit where he comes home to May and May is laying into him because she was so worried and
Yes.
he's like tears in his eyes. It's so beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
I was devo.
Sobbing.
Oh, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is so believable. I'm heartbroken for him.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then he starts sobbing and goes, I lost the Stark internship,
Yeah.
which is what he's calling the superhero thing.
Yeah.
And then she kind of turns and she's like, oh my God, are you all right? But yeah, so then there's the whole like, he's just a normal kid or whatever. What I really like is when he kind of gives up being Spider-Man and just returns to being a normal kid, all of Aunt May's costumes from then on, she's always wearing red and blue.
Yes, I noticed that.
Which is really cool because
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, he may not be like doing the Spider-Man thing at the moment, but Spider-Man is still part of his life.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I love it. We also, at this point, meet Kenneth Choi.
Yes.
So Kenneth Choi, now I don't remember the character, but Kenneth Choi, this is his second time in the MCU as well,
Yep.
because in Captain America, he plays one of the Howling Commandos.
yeah.
And now he's playing his own grandson,
Yeah. And in
Principal Morita.
yeah, and in his office, in Principal Morita's office, he's got a photo of his
Yes.
granddad, which is just a
It's
photo
so
of him.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really like it. It's such a nice little, just
Yeah, it's a
joining up the whole universe and
yeah, nice little continuity. Like.
Yeah, it's
those
gorgeous.
characters were real people and they live on and they had lives, and yeah, this guy had a grandson who became a high school principal.
yeah.
it's
And
really cool.
now we finally get, now that he's settled back in, he's not running off to do stuff all the time that, you know, he doesn't necessarily need to do. He finally gets the date with Liz.
Yeah. And all it took was asking her out.
Yes.
Because she's like, yeah, I guess you're a handsome, smart guy.
And this is called Homecoming because the Homecoming dance is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also like the meta version of why this
Yes.
is called Homecoming, because this is Spider-Man returning to Marvel Studios
Yeah.
from being at Sony, which is also a nice little
Nice
Note
little
for the-
hint.
yeah.
Yeah. So he finally asks her out because she's like, oh no, it's all planned to dance. I kind of didn't really get around to having a date. And then he asks her. And this is the moment.
This is one of the best moments of the whole MCU, I think.
Yes. So firstly, we get the little montage of him getting ready, May teaching him how to dance, which is
Yeah.
adorable. His face when he's putting on cologne, it smells bad. It's hilarious. It's adorable. And then he shows up, May drops him off, he's got the corsage, and she's like, don't be creepy, tell her she looks nice, but not too much.
Yeah.
All the advice. Knocks on the door, and who fucking opens the door?
But the Vulture,
The fucking Vulture.
Liz's dad, is Adrian the Vulture Toombs.
This, I, like, could not cope in the cinema.
The whole cinema just went,
Like,
amazing.
nobody saw it come in.
Unbelievable
It
twist.
was the best thing ever because when they come home from the likes of DC, her mom picks her up.
Yeah.
Because her dad goes out of town a lot for work.
Yeah.
And like, and obviously it's like inherent bias or whatever. Her mom is African American.
Yeah.
Her dad is white.
Yeah. So you
So
don't think
you just
that this
assume.
young black girl is going to have a white dad.
Exactly. And then he opens the door and it's like, the fuck?
Yeah. Amazing.
Unbelievable. I vividly remember that feeling in my body. I remember where we were sitting in the cinema
Yeah.
when that happened. I was like, what the fucking fuck? Like,
And then you think back on earlier bits of the movie, like there's a scene where he's in his like lair with his henchmen and the news report comes on that some kids from an academic decathlon had like nearly died at the Washington Monument.
Yeah.
And you can see the look on his face of like, oh my God.
Yeah. My daughter's on that team from Queens.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, deadly.
Oh.
Unbelievable moment in the movie. And followed by Spider-Man then being like, or Peter Parker just being like, how do I react to this? I
Because
can't
he's
react to this.
15.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's like terrified and awkward. It's amazing.
And then the whole thing of the Vulture being like, come on, Pedro, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, Petey.
And he's such a like likable dad.
That's it. He's so affable. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
It's so funny.
And they're like taking photos and everything. And he's just not dealing well with the situation. Turns out the Vulture is giving them a ride to the dance because he's on his way to go out of town.
Of course.
And then there's this car ride, which is so uncomfortable. And Liz won't shut up.
Yeah.
Like, Liz, you're giving it all away.
And she does. She gives the whole thing away.
Everything.
She keeps talking about like all of these moments where Peter wasn't there. Like you weren't on the lift at the Washington Monument
Yeah.
when Spider-Man showed up.
Yeah.
And you can just see the Vulture.
Putting it all together.
Oh, it's terrifying.
And then eventually he's like, have we met even the voices?
Yeah.
You know? And then finally puts it together. They get to the dance. No, your favorite line.
There's a great bit where he does just put it together. They're stopped at a red light and you can see him thinking and you can see the red light on his face. And the moment he realizes the light goes green.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
and
It's amazing.
it's just like a light bulb moment. And he turns to Peter and he goes, good thing your buddy Spider-Man was there. And there's just a tense pause and he goes, good old Spider-Man.
And the fact that he says that looking in the rearview mirror is
Yeah.
even more like, oh, this is terrifying. And poor Peter is shitting a brick in the back seat. Like,
Yeah.
so they get to the dance eventually. And Michael Keaton goes, I'm just going to give him the dad talk. You go ahead, sweetie. Gumdrop. He keeps calling her Gumdrop.
Yeah.
So he's like doing the full on dad thing. And it's like, have a great night, Gumdrop. Love you.
He seems like such a nice dad.
That's it. And then he takes a gun out of the glove box
Yeah.
and threatens Peter. And he does the like, look, you saved my daughter and I appreciate that. But if you mess with my business again, I'll kill you and I'll kill everyone you love.
Like, that is...
Kill him dead.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, such a good villain.
Yes.
And
like he means it.
yeah. Sometimes superhero movies have a problem where the villain just isn't developed enough. So they're not intimidating enough. But Jesus Christ, that is not the case in this movie.
It does such a great job.
So intimidating.
Yes, I believe that he will do absolutely everything he says. And I understand why, because of how the film started. It's gorgeous writing.
Yeah, brilliant. And then he makes Peter thank him
Yes.
for saving his life. He's like, I just saved your life, Peter. What do you say? Like, thank you, sir. Oh my God. So Peter walks into the dance and immediately says to Liz, sorry, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Which is so harsh on her.
Yeah,
The poor gal.
Liz. That's awful. This is like the third time he's bailed on her at the last second.
Yeah.
Dreadful.
Yeah, so he goes and grabs his old Spider-Man costume,
Which is
he
just a
stored
tracksuit.
under the locker. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a tracksuit with the hood.
Yeah, and his old web fluid and his old web slingers.
Yeah.
And goes after. But Michael Keaton is smart and has Bokeem Woodbine waiting outside the back door of the school.
Yeah, so he gets battered around by the shocker.
He throws a fucking school bus at him.
Yeah.
Bokeem Woodbine throws a school bus at a 15-year-old. Jesus.
So harsh.
They're so aggressive.
Yeah. But Ned accidentally saves the day by picking up the web
Yes.
shooter and webbing up the shocker somehow.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man like beats him and off he goes.
Yeah. Steals Flash's car.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
really
And they go, thank you, Spider-Man, sir. It's actually my father's car. And then he can't drive, which is even funnier because he doesn't know how to drive a fucking car because he's 15.
Yeah, he
and
doesn't
he's
even
trying
know
to
how to turn the
drive
lights
through
on.
Queens.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's a whole thing where Ned gets to be the guy in the chair. He's like, how do you turn the lights on this thing? Peter had left his phone in the Vulture's car.
Very clever.
Very clever,
Tracking
considering
him.
he was so frightened.
Yeah.
To track him, gets Ned to track the phone, help him turn on the lights, map his way to where he's going, and then the saddest moment that ever happens in any film ever.
Yeah, so he tracks him to a warehouse where Vulture is kind of waiting for him and basically caves the roof in on Peter before escaping. And you get this moment where Peter is trapped under all this rubble and it's too much and he can't get out. And he just starts sobbing. and
Screaming for help.
Oh,
My God.
like, give Tom Holland the Oscar now.
It's so like, because he's just a kid.
Yeah,
And he's just screaming for help. And like, it's like, oh no, somebody help the child. We know I don't deal well with this.
No, you're tearing up right now.
I know.
Yeah.
So, side story. We watched one episode of what was that show? Where the kid's by himself?
Oh, Sweet Tooth.
Sweet Tooth.
One episode of Netflix.
One
Sweet
episode of that. And I never watched another episode
Sobbed
because
and
I was,
sobbed.
I cried for hours.
Yeah.
Because this child was left by himself, and I was there going, he's too small to be by himself. I was devastated.
Yeah.
And like he just finds a man to fight. Oh no, I couldn't cope.
It's
even
actually
now.
a very good show. I never finished it, but it was produced by Robert Downey Jr.
Well,
But
I mean, it got me in the first episode, but I was like, I can't watch this child suffer. I can't do it.
it got you too much. You couldn't go back.
It got me too much. No, like I cannot deal with children in crisis, children in peril. No, not interested.
Yeah, so this scene is like devastating.
Yes.
But then he looks in like a puddle of water, sees his reflection in it, and he thinks back to Tony saying, if you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it. And he locks in.
Yeah, come on, Spider-Man.
Come on, Spider-Man.
And he stands himself up. And I remember chills in the cinema. Literal chills.
Yeah.
Like
lifting the weight of a
yes.
collapsed
Just
building off
pushing
himself.
this building up over. Oh,
Amazing.
unbelievable.
And then he gives chase to the Vulture.
Yeah.
So the Vulture's whole plan here is one final score.
Yes.
So Happy has had this like side plot where he is looking after the Avengers Tower being sold off,
Yes.
and all the equipment being put on a plane and flown to a new place. So the plan is for Vulture to rob that plane, and Spider-Man chases him. Mm-hmm. And they've got this really cool like mid-air fight around about the plane, which is deadly, but ultimately the engine goes and Peter has to like steer the plane
Yes.
onto the beach at
Coney Island.
Coney Island, thank you, where it crashes, and they have this fight, and Peter wins.
Yeah.
The Vulture's wingsuit exploded. Peter saves his life,
Yeah.
but ties him up for the authorities
Yeah. And leaves a note.
and leaves a note. Found
Yeah.
your Vulture guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deadly.
And then that's the end of the film?
So pretty much after that, Happy is really thankful, and he brings Peter to the upstate New York Avengers complex, where Tony offers to make him an Avenger, but he says, you know what, I'm going to stick around as a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. He goes home, and on his bed is his Spider-Man suit
Yes.
from Tony, which he puts on and feels great about, and then he pulls off his mask when just in the background his Aunt May is standing there looking at him.
Yes.
He pulls off his mask and she goes, what the f-?
Yes.
And then it cuts to credits.
Hey. Oh. Let's
go.
go.
That is a phenomenal ending.
Yes. And his face.
Yeah.
He's just, I love him as an actor. He's so, I don't know, maybe it's the theater in me that he really has like contrast in his
Yeah.
facial expressions. He's never dead in the face. It's always on.
Yeah.
And he really knows how to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he really knows, like uses physicality in every way. Really knows how to use it.
Yeah. The look on his face in that scene where he pulls the mask off, he's so happy to be Spider-Man again. And then when she says, what the fuck, his face drops so drastically.
Immediately.
It's so funny. And then we've got a mid-credit scene where the Vulture is in prison and comes across a guy that he was selling weapons to,
Yes.
Mac Gargan. And Gargan says to him, rumor has it you know who Spider-Man is. But Toomes has his own code. Spider-Man did save his life and save his family's life. So he says, you know what? If I already knew who he was, he'd be dead already.
Yeah.
And then that's the movie.
Unreal film.
So good. This is
Such a contrast from Guardians 2, where we're like, this is crap.
yeah.
This is everything that the MCU should be.
Yeah.
It's bright, it's colourful, it's lively, it's happy, it's funny.
Yeah.
But this evokes the right reaction from me at every stage.
Yeah. And all of the characters have a purpose. They all make sense. The villain is great and has his own story and motivations. All great.
Yeah. And like we've skipped so many good moments here because there's just so much good in it.
Yeah.
Like you'd be here for hours talking about it.
Yeah, it's so good. All right. Let's talk about least favorite bits. You got to do a least favorite bit.
Ooh.
Sorry, we have to do a least favorite bit segment, but if you don't have a least favorite bit, that's fine.
Do you have a least favorite bit?
All I've got for the least favorite bit really is the 8 years later thing. Sorry, I didn't tell you why that's actually used in the movie. So at the start, when they're, in 2012, there's a moment where Toomes shows one of his henchmen a picture that his kid has drawn. And it's like in crayons, it's a picture of the Avengers. And then we cut to 8 years later. I think the reason for it is they kind of are trying to set up that he's got a young child. So it has to be 8 years later that she's old enough to be of Liz's age.
Gotcha.
But I think that's the only real reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 8 years later thing kind of bugs me, but that's literally it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think probably the only thing that it's not even a low point, but that made me angry is the whole Tony and Happy thing where they're ignoring Peter.
Yeah.
Because that's just shitty, and it just made me grr.
Yeah.
You know? But like, I don't have a low point in the film.
Good.
Because it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's just top tier for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about favorite bits?
Okay, favorite bits. Abraham on the academic decathlon team.
Yeah.
He is my favorite kid of all time. The Captain America videos.
Oh, so good.
So the one in the gym class of, what is it? I'm here with my friend, your gym teacher. We're going to do the Captain America Fitness Challenge. And then in detention, it's like, so you got detention.
You screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so Captain America has obviously like shot all these videos to be shown at schools to like help kids or
Part
whatever.
of the curriculum.
Yeah, so funny. And then the post-credit scene is another one of those.
Yes.
And it's just him going, patience,
Yeah.
it's a virtue. But sometimes it feels like you've waited around for ages for nothing good at all.
Yeah.
Really funny.
And then there's one in the bloopers that didn't make it in.
Yeah.
And it's like, if there's one thing that a soldier and a student needs, a hot lunch. And then Chris Evans just pisses himself laughing. It's
So funny.
I don't know how he got through them. So yeah, those are brilliant. Everything Zendaya does as well, especially like early in before we don't know her.
Yeah.
Before we get to know her.
Yeah.
And she's saying, oh, Peter already quit band and whatever. And she does this, I'm not obsessed with him, I'm just very observant.
Yeah.
It's just, she's excellent. One thing I loved about this is that they skipped the whole backstory.
Yes.
I love that.
I very much love that because, again, this is the third round of Spider-Man movies. We know his Uncle Ben died. We know that with great power,
Yes.
there must come great responsibility, and so on. We don't need to be spoon-fed that again.
Yeah. And even just like the only time they do mention it is when Ned finds out, and Ned's like, you were bitten by a spider? Like, the spider's dead. Don't even worry about it. Like, I was bitten by a spider. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's
Yeah.
all you need. He was bitten by a spider. Now he has powers. Great.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. And then the twist is a high point. It really is.
I can't believe I didn't write down the twist as one of my high points.
Only that I had it noted there to talk about it. It really was a high point, though.
I would say I probably didn't write it down as a twist because I knew it was your high point.
Ah, that's nice. What about you?
I wrote down a couple. Captain America is one of them.
Yes.
The come on Spider-Man bit where he's like lifting the building over his head. He starts off with, come on, Peter. And then he changes his mindset and goes, come on, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And he does it. And then there's a really good bit where he is chasing the guys through the suburbs and he shoots his web and he's getting dragged behind their van. And he just goes, ow, my butt. And it's just such a, like, he's just such a kid. Ow, my butt.
And even in the hotel room, Ned is like, oh, there's a training things on here. And he jumps on the bed and is like, I'm not a kid.
Yeah.
In the most childlike way. It's just beautifully done. The whole thing.
Yeah, so good. What is your rating?
9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were going to go so high.
Love this film.
Do you want to know what my rating is? Do you
Yes,
want to take a
please.
guess what my rating is?
I don't know.
9 out of 10. I've got it written down.
Yes!
9 out of
teamwork.
10.
What do
yeah.
you think it is on IMDb?
I think it's more around the 7-ish mark, I would say.
7.4.
Okay.
Less than Guardians 2.
Fuck off.
Isn't that a disgrace? Guardians
Insane.
had 7.6 and this gets 7.4. And I cannot reconcile that because I'm
Outrageous.
sorry. This is far superior as a film.
Yeah, this is a much better film.
Yeah.
This, up until this point, this was definitely my favourite Spider-Man film.
Same.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Anything
and like
else?
far better than, again, emo Tobey Maguire
Yes.
or Andrew Garfield with his large hair.
And whatever happened in The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, we
we
just won't speak of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anything else on Spider-Man Homecoming?
Just love it. Great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Had about 7 people on the screenwriting team, but I'm glad they were all there.
Yeah.
You know,
It all worked out
It
in the
landed,
end.
every bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great. We will see Spider-Man very shortly in a couple of movies' time. But for now,
Riddick's out.
Thanks for listening to this episode.
You can find us on Instagram at Riddicks_on or drop us an email at riddicksonpodcast@gmail.com.
Feel free to leave us a review wherever you're listening and share with a friend.
See you next time.